Boom, boom. This is Kid, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, got a little bit of Solad reloaded up today, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Pretty much last day of the Taha event, so make sure that you get in there and do claim. As I mentioned before, excellent SS plus shards, so you definitely want to get those if you can. There's also, do remember that the Soul Beast evasions attached to that. Make sure that you do this, all the time so that you can get the rewards all 10 times. If you want to complete this, if you want to get this item in 3 days, or I'm sorry, in 3 events, which they'll have another event in a couple of weeks and another event after that. You're going to need to make sure that you snatch these up because you will get just the required amount of 90 shards that you need to actually do this. So one was just I got hit lucky on the actual lucky secret treasure spin, and I got a shard. So, but otherwise, you will need to have. They'll give you 60 this event. They'll give you 15 the next event, and the final event they will give you another 15 that you can buy in the shop, and that will give you the shards required to actually summon the actual weapons. Please make sure that you get and do those Soul Beast invasions. All right, time limit events. We've got some good stuff up. We got an awakening event, so make sure that you of course snatch everything up inside of here, especially do the actual open the awakening chest if you got them, so that you can get the sunken silver. Remember, because this is really the only chance to get sunken silver, guys. It's really not anywhere else inside the game anymore. It used to be a lot more prevalent, but it's just not now. So please make sure that you, whenever these events come up, purchase them. And I would even suggest purchasing them inside of the actual event right here. Purchase the actual energy crystals, and then use those energy crystals inside of the actual exchange here to purchase as many of these as you can inside of here. That's what I did. Okay, this was I was able to purchase enough to take up my evil eye, one more awakening. So I need just a few more. I think I need like 30 more, and I'll be able to fully awaken him. So let's see here. Yeah, I need one more slot on his boot, and I've got 39. So for 24, 25. I need 25 more, and I'll be able to actually take him up, and he'll be fully awakened. And that should allow me to pass through the Soul Force trial when it hits, because I'm assuming we're going to get another 5 awakened, would be my assumption. I've got the 4 awakened. You're going to need 5 fully awakened, I assume. That would seem logical. Maybe not, but if it does, I'll have it. Plus, I wanted to, just fully up enhance one of the SSS characters, and he seems to be a really pretty good choice, actually. Much better than his SS brethren. But the SSS seems to be exceedingly good at survivability. So make sure that you participate in that as well. Okay, and then of course last day for this, so make sure that you participate in this as well. We've also got the actual Beast trial is up. Finished that up today. So definitely want to take part in this. Purchased. You got a lot of good stuff in here. I managed to snatch up a bunch of Doomstones and a bunch of a Spirit Source inside of here. Okay, so this is definitely something that you want to purchase on, because it's difficult to get these items in quantities large enough to bring up your soul bones in any. You can get it, and you can get it fairly regularly. It's just you can't get the quantities that you need on a regular basis. So anywhere that you can snatch it up, you should be. Okay. So yeah, did that, and it was really easy. I did not have any trouble. I've completed. I still got 2 left over. You get some really good rewards. You get a lot of material, the mats that you need to level up your soul bones and stuff here. So it's really good. Definitely want to take part in that. And the little soul bone pieces that you can get. If you're not a new player, you could just dissolve those and get the soul bone coins so that you can use those in the shop. Okay, so dual use in terms of that. So you definitely want to make sure that you knock out everything. Please do get those 60 shards that you need so that you'll be able to get the item third, because it's a really good item. It's got a lot of excellent effects, as I spoke about in the last video, because it's our first triple S hidden weapon that we're supposed to be looking at. Also, in terms of triple S, you can start if you're getting the items, you can take the soul bones up. But it's hard to get those the cores for that. But hopefully we'll have another event where we can get those up as well. They didn't offer them in the awakening, because the awakening is not as focused specifically for soul bones. So, but hopefully we'll have a soul bone event up where we can snatch that. Now, in terms of Lucky Secret Treasure, as I said before in the last one, remember to actually make sure that you claim inside of here, because this does not pop up. There's no red dot for this. So, but don't let those rewards pass you by as well either, because they're good. Also, wrong's up. So that's going to be. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to have in terms of events. It is Thanksgiving, and a happy Thanksgiving to those of you here in the States and elsewhere who are celebrating that. So I'm not exactly sure what they're going to post up tomorrow for the Friday event. I assume they'll have something, since the Taha is actually ending today, and the Awakening event is ending today as well too. Okay, so I assume they're going to be putting up probably have some type of special event, probably have a sale of some sort. Black Friday here, and it involves a lot of people going shopping. I think this is one of the most, if not the most intense shopping days on Friday of the year. So the games usually have something in game to that promote that particular narrative. So I assume we'll get probably some type of sale up, maybe a little event. Whatever. There's some other stuff. We're also having, if you take a look at Grandmaster match, we are having. I'm sorry, not the Grandmaster match. But hopefully they'll see. Maybe get some of the new types of events. We'll have to see. It just depends on exactly what goes up. But I haven't seen yet. But we will probably have something popping up tomorrow in terms of that. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. But yeah, I'll probably pop up another video tomorrow. But it is only Thursday, so we've got plenty of time before the weekends. But yeah, Tiger. So I'm hoping we're going to start seeing some more SS stuff. We are in the hidden weapons, so hopefully the next events as they come up will be, maybe SS Spirit or Spirit Soul or Divine Tour, something along that lines, to keep with the theme. I think pretty much all of the SS Plus items are done. Now, I got some people asking about, what hidden weapons and whatnot to put on what particular character. I tell you, the easiest way to do it is simply put it on the character and see whichever gives you the most BP is the easiest way to do it. But just read the description of the weapon. As for what you want to focus on, you want to try to focus on SS Plus equipment. Okay. If you're just starting out and you've got SS, then of course that's what you use. But you want to start. They're starting. Shards are becoming a lot prevalent. If you take a look at my bag here, I've got both of these maxed out. So this is useless to me. Okay, but these are SS and SS Plus equipment. I've also got this Sword of Judgment shard. I've got it maxed out as well. So if you go into my hidden weapons, you will see, so maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. So if you're playing the game on a consistent basis, you should not be having an issue getting enough shards to fully hit your SS Plus equipment. Okay, you just shouldn't be. Okay, I've already got pretty much all of the SSs already maxed out, but and I put these. I got this on Sea God, got this on Evil Eye, and I got this on Ren. So, and I'll be, I'm going to start working on the Fiery Sky right now, and I'll probably end up, I'll have to make a determination based on its sets what I want to put it on. But just swap it onto a character and see if you get what BP you get. If you get a higher BP, that means that the weapon weapons effects are synergizing with the actual stats of the character. Okay, so if you got an item that does a ranged attack, you want to put it on a character that does a ranged attack. Okay, and if you put it on a character with a ranged attack, you're gonna get a higher BP than you are if you put it on a character who does melee, because it's not gonna there's no be no synergization between its skills compared to what the weapon actually does. Okay, same thing with like for instance this Crimson Skylar. This is basically a defense type hidden weapon, and it has defense characteristics. So you put it on a character that's defense, like in Ren is my tank, so that's why it's on Ren. Okay, Eva, this is a sword. Swords are, for the most part, melee, so I've got it on Evil Eye, who is a melee character. So that's what you want. That's what you want. So you don't have to overthink it. If you're not sure, stick it on the character and see what it does to your BP. If your BP increases, then you've pretty much synergized it properly enough that you should be in good shape. And you can do it on multiple characters. There's no penalty. There's no cost. You can put it on a character, take it off, put it on another character, take it off and put it on another character. There's absolutely positively no need to be hesitant about mixing things up. I do it all the time. At least once every couple of weeks, I will just move things around a little bit to see if I can get a little bit better BP. Generally, I don't, because I've pretty much got things where they are to the point now where my BP is fairly the best. There is a little bit of work to do. As I'm leveling up my SS pluses, I'm going to start putting them on the main team. You see, I don't have this on main team because I've got max SS weapons, which once this gets to 2 or 3 stars, then it'll start be competitive with these, and then I'll start putting it onto other characters to see if I can get a little bit better BP. That's the same with the Cosmopractor and the same with the Phoenix Wing as I get them up. Unfortunately, these seem to be the only 3 where they're giving us enough shards where we can actually max them out. As you can see, I maxed them out fairly easily, and I got a bunch left over. So you should be able to get these SS pluses up pretty good. None of the shards that I got required me to do high level. They were just the free rewards, or when you do, when you sweep, you get the currency, and then you just purchase it inside of the currency shop for that particular event. None of this was, required me to run high level story mode or high level things to get this. This was all just playing the game normally. There's really not much in terms of, the only thing that really requires that is if you're in your arena and your PvP formats. In terms of PvP, there's really not much of a challenge from that particular direction. So this should be easy enough for you to get. As you can see, I've got a bunch left over, and now I'm just waiting to see what to do with them. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to dissolve the shards because they're useless to me. None of this is usable to me. I've got all these maxed out. All this stuff is maxed out, so I can't really use them on anything as of yet. Okay. So that's where we're at in terms of that. I think I can max out Ren. Yeah, 10. I need 5. Another 5 to bring her up. So let's go ahead and put that into Ren. I'm just working on the divine skills from SS plus characters. Again, that's something that you want to focus on. Divine skills that increase it up. I'll be finished with her pretty soon. I've got two more levels for her. I'm really not happy with the amount of shards they're giving out for you can get each day. You can get 1 shard for him, guaranteed, and that is from the actual store. If you go to the theater, this chest right here is a chest that has him. This is a full chest. The eight choose is what it's called, which means it's got all of the SS plus characters in it. So you can get him from this. You should also be getting this. If you get nothing else, get this, snatch up the 2 awaken keys. You'll still have some left over. I usually just get these with them. But yeah, definitely snatch this up, and snatch this up because they're useful. This can be used for Tang San, and this is of course for Evil Eye. I've actually managed to divine scale him up a little bit just based on that. I've got 3 levels for him. Okay, so in a couple of weeks I'll have another level. and then a couple of weeks after that, I'll have the first divine skill locked. And they haven't offered shards for him from a free to play perspective at a bulk yet. But that will start. I assume it's when the next character comes up. It's going to be Ling Ling. Okay. So it's going to be the healer. Okay. I assume inside of that shop, we'll get some. We'll get some more skills for that. Now, there's going to be. Here's what you need to make the decision. This next event that comes up, and it's probably going to be a week and a half. There's going to be. It's going to be the new character event. Okay, so it's going to offer up. It's going to offer up our new healer, Triple S healer, that we have in Ling Ling. So, but it's also going to. You'll be able to get the final 20 shards for the shark. But that chest will most likely have the shark in it, but it'll probably have shards for Evil Eye in there as well. So, but, so do you want to, so yeah, if you want to, you can use those shards for that, or you can use the shards to sum it up. If you're going to use buy, then of course for PvP, you definitely want to make sure. But that'll be coming up in about a week and a half. So that's probably, we'll be able to get some shards there. But otherwise, you could just get one a day. Granted, it's going to take you a year and a half, 2 years that way to fully divide skilling. But at least you're getting shards that way, and you can start strengthening him up. He's already making competition. He's already kicked. My main team is still the same, but I got him coming up support. But I've got him to the point before I can get him up where I can start. As you can see, he's not quite competing with the BP the others, but you got to understand these two have a lot more powerful soulbone sets on him. If I switch to soulbone sets, it would do, and I will be trying that sometime this weekend. We're going to be swapping the soulbone set off of Clear Sky, putting it on die, and then we're going to be running a couple of these levels, tree it, and a few other things, just to see how much better the score is. If it's significantly better, that's the way it'll stay. And he'll be my new. He will, of course, flop over to here. Might even be the second most powerful character. Might be the most powerful character. I don't know. Once we switch the soul bones, we'll find out. And then, we'll just make a decision. But like I say, don't be scared to do this stuff. If you don't like it, put it back. There's nothing, that you can interchange this stuff among the characters. There's no penalty. It doesn't cost any diamonds to do it. It just is. I'm stockpiling diamonds because there's going to be a time limited sale coming up pretty soon. I know there is. We're due for one here sometime, probably within the next few weeks. So I am stockpiling this so that I can go wild on that time limited sale and get a bunch of items. The last time limited sale was excellent in terms of doomstones and some of the stuff that you really need to get, as well as hopefully they'll include some sunken silver in there. We never know what's going to be popping up in a time limited sale. So I want to make sure I have enough stuff, because that'll just blow through it. I've dumped almost 25,000-30,000 on the time limited sale back when it first came out. Things were in a flux at that time, and I was in the process of building characters, so I was making a lot of diamond purchases and whatnot. It's not to that point now. I've got a main team. They're for the most part fully maxed as much as can be done. So I'm able to stockpile the diamonds a little bit faster. And since I'm not going to be focusing on the shark, because I'm not really doing PvP at this particular moment as a format until I see what we're going to get from the healer. Because if that healer is somebody to upset wrong, and I've got a feeling she's going to be, okay, a triple S healer, I can just imagine what we're going to get in terms of stat buffs, attack speed buffs, which are things that really matter, as well as just like with Evil Eye, there's a lot more, and I like what they've done. Instead of focusing on making the character, do a lot more damage, they sort of focused on just upgrading, giving it more skills, giving him more secondary effects. The same thing they did with the weapon that we got here. In terms of straight damage, it does more damage than most of the others, but it's got more effects. and that's what they're doing. And I'm got a feeling we're going to see that. It would not surprise me if our healer does a stat buff, does a bunch of healing, but also might have some offensive capabilities as well. Wrong Wrong really does not have much in terms of offensive capabilities, but she does do a good stat buff because of her the pyramid. But yeah, so I'm just waiting, really anxious to see what we're going to get from that healer. I expect it's going to be stunningly awesome. So that's why I'm holding off on this particular. And what I can do then is I can pull a lot of the stuff off of Wrong Wrong and put it on to Ling Ling and get her up fast. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see because I'm going to be canceling in. I'm going to be canceling in. Most likely Oscar. Oscar's not used right now. He's out of the lineup. So I'll be canceling in most of the stuff on him. I'll be able to put it on Ling Ling. So that's where we're going to get most of the materials from. Okay, I'm not going to cancel in Wrong Wrong. What I meant Wrong Wrong was I'd move the equipment from Wrong Wrong, Soulbone and stuff wise, and put that on Ling Ling. Okay, and then put the Soulbone equipment that I have on Oscar onto Wrong Wrong, and then Oscar would be emptied and Oscar would be dissolved, and I would bring all that materials that you're going to get from the two to be able to bring him up, as well as a bunch of shards. So that's why I'm not too worried about having enough shards. Once I catch him, I'm going to have a bunch of shards. So yeah, that's it. Combined with the several thousand I've got stored in my bag, combined with the nearly 5,000 that I've got stored inside of inside of the actual character upgrade setup. There's a bunch of stuff in there that I haven't spent out on. So I'll be able to be very close to bringing Ling Ling up to almost max fairly quickly. So that's what I'm going for, and that's in like a week and a half. And we'll do several videos on her. I got a feeling. I just think it's going to be awesome. So that's really the only weak set that I got. Wrong Wrong really doesn't do much damage. She's an excellent healer. She is better than Yen, the SS Yen. She does about comparable healing, but she just offers a lot more stat-wise. I mean, the stat buffs are awesome, which definitely makes her something. But as you can see, 366, and I've got a fairly decent set of soul bones on her. I mean, it's not the best, but they're definitely, it's definitely a set. As you can see, God 4s. Okay, so as you can see, this is a pretty darn good set. So, but she's not there for damage. She's there for healing, and she does that. I don't die. I don't die in the treant. I can usually get to the last level of the inside of the sect bosses, both of them. You should be doing both of them on a daily basis. But yeah, I never die inside of the tournament, and I never die inside of the tyrant. So yeah, there's really nothing, nothing. Yeah, she does what she's supposed to do. She's an excellent healer, and but we're getting an SSS healer, so she's going to be better. If evil is any measurement, then yeah, she's going to be something that you definitely want to look into possibly doing. And since I've got too many healers right now, my main healer will be Ling Ling. Secondary will be Wrong Wrong, and then I'll have SS version of Yen. I've still got her in there. So I think she's actually better than Oscar. Okay, so that's why so I've never really worked on Oscar. I'll just get rid of Oscar and keep. And I'll probably work her out sometime in the near future, especially if we get the other tank. There's going to be slots opening up, and we'll have to start throwing shards from some of the older SS into the newer Triple S characters. That's what they're there for. So too many slots, don't have enough room for them. Can't put them in the team anymore. Once you get to about level 100. You filled up all your slots there, and there doesn't seem to be any more support slots opening up, so we're pretty much maxed out at that point. So we're gonna have to make determinations, and you're gonna have to make some hard decisions as to who you want to keep and who you want to do. Healers are the obvious. You really only need two. one for team one, one for team two, and some of the formats where you have to use two teams. So there's really no use keeping a third or a fourth. Just really not worth it that much, especially if you can use those materials and those shards into maxing out a triple S character. Considering that the triple S characters just give you more bang for your buck, it's something that's logical to do. Might that's one of the good things about this game is you could the regeneration dissolve, use the function. I mean, that's what it's there for. I use it all the time. I'm constantly dissolving shards for things, not materials, of course, but I constantly dissolve these shards to get the Soul Master Bones, which I can use for cultivation to max out physical skills and whatnot. So, yeah, that's all. That's all stuff that's all stuff that you need to do. I mean, it enables you to progress through quicker. If you take a look at the physical skills, as you can see, I've already got some of them maxed out. The ones I went to the ones attack first and maxing those out, and I'm maxing out the team attack, and then I'll come back and hit the others. But you can get the currency by using this shop. That's where a lot of the currency comes from for all the shops. That's just by dissolving the shards. You don't need them. You can't use them on anything else. And since they're giving us shards for the higher end materials, if they're higher end weapons for SS pluses and SSs, triple S's, SS pluses, and SSs, there's no reason to keep shards for S character, S weapons. There's just no reason to keep those around. The A plus, there's no reason to keep those around. They don't offer anything in terms of that. So I don't really, anytime those shards pop up, I just dissolve them to get the currency. We're holding it on 5 trillion, so that's what we're looking for right now. So I think it's a good thing. But yeah, we'll do. We'll see what they're going to throw up tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be a nice event. Hopefully, a sale. I'm hoping they'll keep with the shopping theme and give us a really good event where we can purchase a lot of stuff. That's what I was holding on to this for. But we'll have to see. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time we drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the videos. That does help the channel immensely. Ken Rip coming at you from the corner. Signing out.